Hi, this is Chris Bosch, and you're listening to Animal House Radio with Aaron and Dr. Mike.
Sucker, it's 35.
35?
A scallop has 35 blue eyes.
There you go.
Really?
That's an attractive scallop. That's, believe it or not, with my one and only friend in the world, Nicola from the Toronto Animal Services.
Can I read the one that you didn't want to read?
Fine.
You see, imagine this one. Imagine what he'd probably say.
Horned toad
is angry. It squirts blood from its eyes. See, I knew he was going to blow that, so I...
Well, I already know the word I was going to use for horn. That's why I didn't say it.
That's exactly why I didn't say it.
Yeah. There's so much stuff. So, I hear you're calling tonight from a shelter. Is everything okay? Did you pay your rent?
No, it's been just a long day, and I had things to do at the end of it, and I'm still here, awaiting your call. So there you go.
So what's happening there?
Oh, there's a little bit
kind of quiet.
There's anger there because we didn't call earlier on. I'm sorry, Nicola.
No. All is good. Okay. It's me and lots of animals. So it's pretty quiet here at the moment.
Is it a cat-rich environment or dog-rich environment right now?
It's pretty cat-rich.
Yeah. Okay.
Not as cat-rich as it's going to be in a few months.
Yes.
So this is a quiet time. So in the interim, please keep your cats inside, spay and neuter. We certainly don't need any more than we have.
Right.
So there you go.
That's what my mother used to tell my dad all the time.
But I'll tell you, I'll tell you something. We do have a new program.
Oh, let's hear about it.
Yeah, coming on board. You mentioned we're generally going to, we're always going to be more cat-rich than dog-rich, if you will. That's just the way things are balanced. Right. And in the coming days, actually, I think beginning tomorrow, we're introducing a program called Meet Your Match. And this is a program designed by the ASPCA. And what it's designed to do is when people are coming in looking for a kitty cat companion, this little program is going to enable us to match the right cat with the new person. So what it boils down to, that all the cats that come in are going to be put into one of 9 categories based on their personality traits. So you're going to have like the little cat, like the personal assistant. This is the cat that never leaves your side.
So this is this is like eHarmony for people and cats.
This is eHarmony for cats.
This is amazing.
People.
It's like Fido,
Yeah.
Match with your cat. That's cool.
Wow, that's pretty interesting, yeah. So if someone says, hey, I want a cat that, pees on the couch, does this, you may have the perfect fit for them.
Exactly. Well, they don't have the peeing on the couch category, but
you know what? You got to watch out, Nicola. You got to watch out. I've done the whole online thing. You've got to watch out because some of your cats may say that they're 5'2" and they only weigh 80 pounds. But then people are going to come down and they're going to say, hey, this cat's a lot bigger than she says she was on the internet.
Yeah, I know. You're right. But you know what? We're going to have photos, so they're not going to be able to get away with too much fibbing. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. that is a great initiative. That's a great idea. And it's really making it interactive, and it's making it a lot easier for people to find their match and to not go through these issues that Mike's always said before. When you go down there and you get a cat, and at the end of the day, sometimes it's not the perfect fit, and you feel like you made a mistake, but you got to do the right thing and bring the cat back. And this kind of maybe alleviates some of the issues in a certain percentage-wise.
Yeah, we're pretty good at getting the matches. This is really just going to fine-tune it. And when someone completes the little questionnaire and they find out that what they're really looking for is a love bug, the cat that's always on your lap and super affectionate.
Yeah.
We're going to say, okay, here's our love bug section. Here's a number of cats that are love bugs, and there are going to be slight variations within those categories. So it gives people narrows down the selection to a certain group that's going to be the best fit, the best match.
Wow. And let me ask you something about this. Is for both of you. How do you train a cat to be a lovey-dovey cat? Is there a way?
It's a genetic thing.
It's
for me.
There's going to be like a person. I mean, some people, like animals, are going to be more outgoing, more affectionate in that way. But if you get a kitten and he or she is just very much bonded with you, very much in tune with you, likes to sleep in the bed with you, whatever, you can nurture that so that as they grow, they continue to be these little love bugs. But if a cat is aloof at a young age, chances are it's never going to be that real cuddly love bug that you may want. There's always going to be little personality variations. So that's what helps us. We've got to know when these little guys first come in, get a sense of them. And hopefully that sense of them at the beginning is going to give people a sense of them when they're a little bit older. I don't know, Mike, what do you think about that?
I agree completely. I just think that they're, in all cases, sometimes sort of they learn behaviors too. I know a lot of kittens that were lovely kittens, and then owners do the classic, wrestle with my cat like a dog, and they turn into vicious killing machines. So they were lovely kittens, and I think that they learned how to be aggressive because the owners were aggressive with them in their play. So I think that there are some of those cats that probably were destined to be love bugs and now are really not friendly because they were taught to not be that way.
Oh, absolutely. So. And talk to your cat. I know people talk to their dogs.
Yes.
I mean, okay, maybe I need to be committed after I admit to this, but I talk to my cats.
I talk to myself.
That's different. And maybe it's like evaluations in your future, but no, you talk to them, interact with them, and like Mike says, you've got to treat them a certain way so that they learn to be gentle and not treat your hand as a chew toy.
Right.
So yeah, it's a little bit of personality, and it's a little bit of nurture versus and nature, right?
Right. Yep.
Like all living things.
But there certainly is a definite genetic component.
Yeah.
I mean, just like in dogs. I mean, you're going to, you most of the time, golden retrievers are lovely dogs. I've seen a few vicious ones, but most of the time, genetics claims that all retrievers are going to be friendly.
Yeah.
So.
Nicolas, we thank you so much for being on the program once again every single week. I absolutely love you. You're my favorite part of the show. You know that?
Thanks.
I'm happy to grace you with my presence.
Oh, you are gracing me with your presence, my dog. You are. For more Toronto Animal Services, visit them online, www.toronto.ca/animal services, or call 416-338-PAWS. And ask for Nicola.
Don't you dare.
Have a great night and a great weekend. We'll speak to you next week.
Take care.
You too, guys. Take care.
Take care. That's Nicola from Toronto Animal Services. I love having her on the program.
Yeah, she's great.
Let's finish off with the dog aggression. Then we have a quick pet peeve to do before we have another 4.5 minutes.
Okay.
Trainers.
So people ask me, what do I look for? And they're just, I've written them down as I thought of them. I wrote them down just so I can sort of hash them out with you guys. And when you're looking for a trainer for a dog, you need to, first of all, ask about their schooling and their experience. I think that's really important, and they should be upfront about where they went to school, because I hate to say that anybody can become a dog trainer. You can say you're a dog trainer tomorrow, and you are. There's no regulation as to who is a dog trainer and who isn't. So it's a bit frustrating. I think it'd be nice if we could have a bit of an accreditation for trainers where they become accredited as trainers, dog trainers, but right now, there's nothing. So ask about their schooling, ask about their experience. Do they belong to any professional organizations? A lot of trainers are really into dog breeds, will belong to certain organizations. You don't want this sort of fly-by-night dog trainer that thinks they know everything about dogs and they really spend 90% of their time watching NFL football. Keep up on trainers that keep up on new information and new techniques. There's a lot of new techniques nowadays. I think the old technique of the 50s where you belted the dog over the head and made him fearful of you doesn't work anymore. But there are still some trainers that believe the aggressive approach is the way to go, and I would avoid those.
Animal House radio segment is not Dr. Mike approved. Listener discretion is advised.
The 1 Minute Pet Peeve is brought to you by Aaron's 1 Minute Pet Peeve. Go to www.animalhouseradio.com. This week's pet peeve is pretty simple, okay? People who put coats on dogs. Listen. Camera one, look at me. It's the only camera we got, so camera one, look at me. If you're putting a coat on a dog, let me tell you something. You're nothing but a person who's gotten a problem. You're nothing but a person who believes in the hype of advertising and marketing. That's all it is. People who create these products, like all these things, it's just marketing ploys. As an advertiser myself, and if I owned a company that produced dog coats and dog sweaters, thank you. But don't put these things on your dog. Their dogs have fur for a reason. They don't need coats. And when you start putting coats on them, you start making them in an upper class. And then all the other dogs saying, what's up with this? Why does that dog have a Gucci thing and I have nothing? Don't even wear clothes.
What about Chihuahuas? What about hairless dogs like my Boston Terrier Chihuahua?
Screw them. Okay? I don't care about those dogs. I'm talking about real dogs. The ones with hair. Okay? Dogs have hair.
No, I would not put a coat on a German Shepherd or a Golden Retriever. I agree. Yes, that looks a little silly. Yeah.
But even a coat on a Chihuahua, so it's minus 50. Big deal.
Oh, we're going to get some flack for that one, ladies and gents.
I'm not, but I'm just trying to say, if a dog's a dog, you don't need to put coats and little slippers on the dog, because then let the dog go outside. He'll be okay with the weather. He'll get accustomed to it, and that's that. But if you keep putting coats on him, he's never going to become a dog that's accustomed to the cold weather. That's my 2 cents on that. Guys, I got 10 seconds left for Joe, Richmond, Janelle, Adriana, Dr. Mike. My name's Aaron. We'll see you next week on Animal House Radio.